Hi, Gina. Thank you for joining me today. We're here to talk about the Practitioner Profit Program. You've been participating for a while now, and I wanted to get your take on, some of the pieces that you've found valuable. Um, uh, One of the things that most people ask me is, am I going to have a good grasp of the medical medium information and how to use it, efficiently and effectively? And I want to know what you think as far as for using that for others and for yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say that's kind of one of the things that drew me to the program was getting a better understanding of how to apply the information and how to understand like the nuances, the ins and outs. So definitely we dove into so much so much information over the time we were in the program. Yeah, I felt like the best part about it was I was able to just use myself as the client per se, and just understand as I was moving through the process, as I was going through different phases, how to understand how to shift things and why, and what was happening in my body, and what foods I was eating or supplements I was using and why I was using them and what they do. It helped me put a bit like all the pieces together more cohesively. So I was able to heal, move through the process, and understand as things were coming up and I was to experience them, what that was about. So definitely, I feel like I have much deeper understanding and kind of a bigger picture, all the pieces together of the whole program, the medical medium information, and yeah,
Awesome.
definitely.
Well, we are our first clients, right?
Yes.
No matter who we are, what we start with, we are our first clients, and being able to apply the information to ourselves and then hear how the other practitioners are applying it. It
Yeah.
such a broad range of how we could approach it with anybody, really, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was great to hear the other practitioners too, what they were going through, if I wasn't going through it, to understand that, and also their clients too along the way. It was a really great learning experience for sure.
Yeah, it gives us a good range, doesn't it?
Yes.
As far as foundational pieces and the specific pieces that people bring to the table, which to me is powerful because that's what makes us strong, confident practitioners is the ability to draw from many cases, many studies, so that, oh, wow, this looks like that. So I could apply, this aspect of what I've learned to it. Um, what do you think about all the subjects covered in the program? Do you feel like it gave you a rounded idea about how to put practice together and the intuition and all of those pieces? And I know you're not practicing full time right now, but I'm just curious if all the pieces fit together for you when you're ready to, or if you're ready to apply them.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we touched on everything that we needed to. I loved, talking about the business aspect too and the different ways you can approach it. So yeah, I feel like all the pieces were covered pretty much. It's all there, whatever you need. Um, and I feel like when I'm ready to really dive in more fully, like I can go back and go through it all together again and have a full understanding, and just kind of reinforces, the information more as you go. But yeah, I felt like we touched everything. And I loved how we would go off the medical medium information, so to speak, and talk more energetically and spiritually and all the factors that play into it.
Yeah.
But also how you can approach sharing that with people. We talked about that, respecting people's journey where they're at. That was a really good lesson along the way, and just really being able to tap into our own guidance, our own inner guidance, to help us navigate with different people as they come across our path. And what do we share, and how to share it, how to do so safely, right? From a business liability aspect, as well as supporting them too with compassion and understanding. So absolutely, I feel like all the pieces were covered, and I have a really good solid foundation built now to spring from.
Good. There'll
Yeah.
be some pieces that, you'll apply differently when it's in context, right? And
And yeah.
that's powerful, because I'm hoping that you've been given enough resources that forevermore you're going to
Mhm.
have that basket full of, okay, oh, now this is what I need. So I'm going to grab this tool. Um, what did you think about working through the foundational program that I offer clients when it comes to being able to understand how to set up a program for clients? What did you find there?
Yeah, I think well, when I first met you, that's how I got started, was going through that program, but only for a month because then I just jumped into the practitioner program. Um but I really enjoyed how as a practitioner you explained why you did what you did and the elements that you chose to introduce first and how to build on them. And I felt like it was really not too overwhelming for a new client to start that way, to just give them the little bits, each week and kind of build on that. So yeah, I thought it was great for me. Of course, I like to go fast. So I was like, okay, what's next week? But yeah, I think it's great for those that just need to take it a little bit at a time, right? Something to build on. So yeah, I loved having that as part of the practitioner program too, because it helped me understand how to approach a new client who's just getting started, how to apply the information, or what's the foundation, like what's the little, like the main pieces that you can get focus on to help them just get started and still be effective.
Yeah, that's a big thing, right? Effective. We don't want to be doing this for 10 years. Um,
Not.
so medical medium, in my opinion, doesn't really cover what it looks like when you've been through the process of the healing protocols, et cetera. When you get to like maintenance phases, do you feel like you have a pretty good grasp of what to do once you hit those phases where, a lot of the cleanup and the balance has been brought back? Do you feel like you understand and have a good idea of how to deal with that?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the best part about it is just knowing how I feel, like, and to trust that feeling as I go. But definitely understanding why do I have the supplement? When do I want to bring it back in later? When do I need it and why? And how to back out of all the things, and what are the just good to use everyday things and why. Definitely I feel more at ease too, just having this foundation behind me, or that I've gone through, just to be able to navigate as things shift moving forward. If something if I pick up something or come across something new, like, I feel a little more clear on what to do next. What would be the best thing to support me next.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what we want to know, right?
Yeah.
Forevermore. Like, and you have such a foundation now as far as the rest of your life. You have understanding about, okay, this is happening. What do I need to do? Or
Yeah.
how can I listen to my body and hear? What about your intuition? How do you feel like? Do you feel like that increased throughout the program with the work that we did?
I feel like more of my confidence in it increased, like kind of learned how to listen to it better, because it's always there, right?
Yeah.
Whether we're listening or not. So I feel like I feel like I can hear it more clearly, like physically I feel it too in my body more clearly. So part of the cleanup process definitely helped. I can hear it, like the clarity is there. But also having this community, that we all work together in to support each other as we went through things, it helped affirm the things I was picking up. Like I would be feeling something or thinking about it, and then somebody else was talking about it in the group, or you were talking about it. And it just affirmed what I was feeling intuitively, especially when we would do our checks, checking back along my journey with it. I was feeling like, oh, I don't think I need this supplement anymore. And then what do you know? You were affirming that on the next call. So yeah, absolutely.
That's great. I really want, I really want to impress that that's a big part of the program. We want you to develop your intuition, and then we want you to help your clients develop their intuition too, so that
Yeah.
we can work with lots of people, and each of the clients that we've worked with have really learned to listen to themselves too. So it's powerful to be able to pass that off
Yeah.
to
Well, I'm
individuals.
learning new tools too, right? Different ways that maybe we didn't know about before
Yeah.
that you can access that information.
Yeah, because it's always there.
Yes.
It's always there for us. Like you say, we have to sometimes clean things up so we can hear more clearly, or we can receive the information more cleanly. But essentially, it's just a matter of learning to recognize and become confident in it. And it's part of the program because we want you to have that confidence for yourself and for your clients. And then again, to pass it off to your clients as well. Um, what do you think was the most valuable pieces of this program for you?
Hmm. There's so many there's so many things that were valuable. So to name one is really a challenge. I feel like what I felt along the way was the support, from the group, um, navigating the information, deepening that understanding, and gosh, feeling confident and being able to share that with other people. I'm always sharing. I feel like as I talk to people, it's always coming up. We cross paths, they're put there for a reason. And I just share like the tiniest little piece. And yeah, it's helping them. So I just feel I just have such a greater understanding of how my body works, how it's responding to the pathogens or the toxins, the things that we come across in our daily life, and then how to deal with that and how to prepare yourself, just protect that. I just have such a greater understanding of that and applying the information, right? There's so much information in the medical medium books and what Anthony shares. It's so overwhelming, but fine tuning, those pieces and understanding what are the most essential and critical and why. I think more than anything, that understanding of that is the most valuable information I've been able to apply to my life, and I think help others moving forward.
Yeah. Well, I love that because Anthony has definitely taken it on. He talks about being told he was a messenger right from the beginning, and then finally
Mhm.
writing books, right? And that information, there's so much. And unless you're living in it every day, it has to be distilled down. Otherwise, we're into over supplementing and not understanding how to use things the way that they're going to be most efficient and effective. So I appreciate you bringing that up because that's what we're about, right? The
Yeah.
program is about distilling the information to make it very usable for
Yeah.
yourself or for your clients or however it works. Okay, one more question. Who would you recommend this training for?
Oh gosh. I feel like this could be useful for anyone just understanding a better, having a deeper understanding of the information, that just want to apply it for themselves. Or anyone who wants to take on clients and be a health consultant or a health coach, and just using the medical medium information, to how best can you help them with it. But yeah, I feel like it could be for almost anyone, right? Not just a practitioner, but anyone who wants to improve their health and understand it better, for sure.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I love to work with practitioners because then they go out and work with more people, and we get really, we get great traction and great movement that way. But first and foremost, what's important to me is any practitioners that are part of this program, that they feel really strong in their health and they feel like they have a really good foundation so that they can help others if that's their path. Sometimes you get involved in this program and you realize, oh, I'm not this practitioner, I'm this kind of practitioner. Do you think that what's in the program would help no matter what direction you chose to go as far as being a practitioner? Whether you chose to do emotion code or you chose to do, something else. Do you feel like the information is applicable to those as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We talked about all those different modalities in the program, and how to integrate them. But yeah, I think one of the things I love that you had said was how starting with the food and the physical piece is kind of like the introduction for a lot of clients. And it helps them bridge over to the more energetic or, spiritual, not so physically tangible pieces.
Yeah.
And just starting with helping them clean that up, that will open them up to the other pieces too. So yeah, I think it's a really, the food and physical piece is a really important part of healing too. It's not just one thing. It's definitely a significant, I guess, spoke in the wheel. So having that deeper understanding is definitely helpful no matter what direction a practitioner would go.
Well, we're talking about truehealthdetective.com/practitioner for anybody who wants to check it out. And Jena, I know personally that having worked with you and the group that the most recent group, it's a lifetime connection.
Yes.
And networking ability that we have. And I'm so grateful for that. As a practitioner myself, we get to talk and we get to sort things out in such a safe environment. And yet we know that it's coming from really solid foundational information. So I appreciate you so much. And thank you for sharing with everyone today. It is an absolute honor to know you as Jena, the healthy woman that is sharing with everybody, because we are doing this. We're changing the world by, healing ourselves first and then helping others after that. It's beautiful.
Yes, we are. And thank you, Judy. I'm really grateful for this community and for you too, sharing your wealth of knowledge with us and just bringing us together. It's been an incredible journey for sure. I loved it.
And we are just getting started.
We are.
The rest of our lives, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining me today, Jena. And I really appreciate it. And we'll talk soon. Okay.
All right. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Judy.
Okay. Take good care.
Okay.